out, this a coupe detox. Try to keep it P like a 2-seat drop, but we got it locked out like a...
We've got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. This homestand ends here for the Mavericks as they get ready to hit the road.
And they've enjoyed success in this matchup, winning the 2 previous games. A chance to close it out here with the win. You've got to like their chances.
They've had a clear advantage in this matchup, and because of that, they've got to be feeling pretty good about their chances here tonight.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Back to Bane. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass. And tonight, Clark, this is a contest the fans will love. It should be raining threes.
Hey, who doesn't love seeing the ball go in the basket? A bunch of points being scored. Fans, players, broadcasters, you and I both, we all enjoy when teams can shoot it with some efficiency from the three-point line. Space that floor and let it fly.
And here's Golden State. Grant surveying the D. Wells with the steal. Loads it up for Adebayo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
At the top of the key, Williams. And it's White with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And White with the stuff.
Now that's big-time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
Here's Nemhard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. To the inside. Williams, that's good. Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
There's the pick. To the middle. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Nemhard with it. He's picked up by White. And it's Williams finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
Clark, I know you'd agree. Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do. You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill.
White with it. Now defended by Grant. Dallas moving it around. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now, here's Bain. After the miss from Derek White. Williams in the post. And finished off by Williams.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
Done outside. Pass to Wells. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Warriors leading by 3. Outside, Bain. Nemhard with it. Now guarded by Wells. Clock at 6. Off target from three-point range.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Abaji. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. They got for us, DA.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. DA, thanks. Mavericks trailed by 3. Done outside. Inside. Pass to Tyson. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Dallas, no good that time either. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Hawkins. No good with the triple. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. Out to the wing. Adebayo. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And it's good for 2.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Warriors making a change here. The Warriors leading. Alexander Walker with the ball. Nothing on the board. Monk outside. Pass to Hawkins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Boucher's shot is off.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Screen by Grant. Back to Monk. Spins. Overdone. Now, Alexander Walker. And again, no good by Golden State. Here's Tyson. Warriors with the rebound.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Here's Boucher. Back to Alexander Walker. Monk outside. Pass to Hawkins. From the arc, it's Adebayo with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. Carter outside to the left side wing. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Here's Grant, and he banks in the layup. Grant's got his second basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Floats it up for Williams. It's stolen by Carter. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Comes up empty down low. The Warriors trailing. To the right side. Pass to Williams. And it's sent back by Horford.
Horford doing a nice job that time using his length to get that shot block.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Oladipo, still without a basket. So the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Carter outside. From the high post. And it's Carter again missing. Warriors trailed by 3. Nembhard with it. Fires from deep. To the left wing. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Well, you can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. The Warriors making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And here is Monk. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Payton for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Drills the three-pointer. And now an 8-point Dallas lead.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
On the wing, Monk. And Bane launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And if you want to get those 3 points back, go to one of your best shooters.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 5. Outside, Bain. Pass to Boucher. Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Carter outside. Here's Garuba. Outside, White. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Bain. Fires for 3. And Garuba pulls it down.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of score.
For the 3. Wells' shot is good. Wells has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Here's Banchero. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Mavericks leading by 8. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams making some changes here. Warriors trailed by 10. Down low. Here's Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Right side, Horford. Gallus moving it around. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Wells way outside. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Mavericks shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And it's White missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Now here's Williams. 8 points for him. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now White. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. There's the pick. 5 on the clock. Off with the layup. Warriors trailed by 8. 1:56 left in the second quarter. Pick by Williams. Back to Grant. Overdone. Here's Williams. Shoots over White. And that one, good. And that's now 10 points for Williams.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
There's White. To the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now, here's Banchero. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Only one man back on D. And done with the slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Williams. He's got 10. Buries the long-range jumper.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Williams. There's a screen by Williams. Here's the three. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against two made shots. Here's Abaji. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. No good on the triple. And we've reached halftime in this one. Mavericks ahead, up 7. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And so Monk will bring it up for the Warriors. 7-point differential. Grant on the wing. Kicks it out to Banchero. Tries the spin move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
No free throws, good from Banchero.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who could really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
Now here's White. Pass to Wells. Just 5 to shoot. Adebayo with the ball. Rebound by Williams. Warriors trailed by 5. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Now, here's Grant. Following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Grant, that's good.
The superb work ethic of Grant. My, what a nice, soft touch inside.
From deep. That one doesn't go.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Back to Banchero. It's stolen by Adebayo. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. It's good.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
The Mavericks have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Warriors making a switch here. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Nembhard with it. Grant outside. Acton Emhard. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Abaji. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the middle. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
So it's the Mavericks now. Following the miss by Jeremy Grant. White, wide open. He fires. Offline with his three. Kicks it out to Grant. Acton Emhard. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lock at 6. Some nice passing by Golden State. For 3. A shot by Emhard. No good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now, here's Wells. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul. Outside, White. Pass to Adebayo.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Free throw good. Adebayo. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Warriors trailed by 7. Now Emhard. Outside, Bane. Misses and the dry spell continues.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Bane. After the missed 3 from Derek White. They set the pick. Pass to Emhard.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Williams with the ball. Now Grant. Spins. 5 to shoot. Wells grabs the miss. Mavericks leading by 7. Driving in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wells has got 5.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Here's Emhard. Grant outside. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 9.
Oh, and over time, Grant has expanded his range. If he's left open from beyond the arc, he can definitely knock that shot down now.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Monk outside. Pass to Hawkins. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Tyson. Still scoreless. Carter with it. Now guarded by Monk. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Boucher. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Second personal foul.
Boy, evolving over time, this part of his game. When Monk does look to set up his teammates, that's a big asset.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Pass to Tyson. Back to Carter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Carter's got 11 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Carroll outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 9.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
That drive by Carter. Tyson with the bucket. Warriors trailed by 3. Pass to Boucher. Alexander Walker with the ball. No scoring in this one. Up top, Hawkins with a tie. And it's Tyson with the rebound. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Now, here's Adebayo. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Golden State moving it around. Pass to Hawkins. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. From the corner. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks.
42.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Garuba. And here's Carter. Picked by Horford. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And a dunk by Horford.
Look at how expertly Horford rolls out of the pick. Not only did he do it with fundamental soundness, but he did it fast, too.
Monk with the ball. It's stolen by Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, I tell you what, the two-way game of Oladipo on display there. He got the pilfer and did the points himself.
And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Here's Hawkins. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pass to Horford. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Now Boucher from past the arc. And Garuba pulls it down. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Carter outside. It's Oladipo on the wing. Fires the 3. Tyson with the bucket. Tyson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Carter. The kick out to Oladipo. And the 3 off target.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Back to Monk. Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Monk. And here's Hawkins. They could use a bucket. No good on that one. Now Oladipo. Back to Carter. This one for 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Warriors trailed by 10. Out left to the wing. Now Hawkins. Pass to Boucher. They double him with Horford. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant.
You know, when you're trying to mount a comeback, it's hard to overcome those kinds of mistakes. You got to be tight.
Dallas leading by 10. Here's Tyson. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
The ability to pass like that will be a must as Banchero's career goes on.
Wells at the elbow. Back to Carter. Left side, Horford. Pass to Wells. From downtown. Drills it from outside. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Payne. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Carter outside. Drives to the hoop. And then Carter with the dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
This is why you got to stay up on Bane or pay the price.
Pass to Garuba. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Pass to Bane. Buries the 20-footer. 8 points for Desmond Bane.
And you love a reliable scorer like Bane, a guy who will work hard to get his looks.
Now, here's Adebayo.
Come get it.
Here's Wells. Back to Adebayo. Over Williams. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Back to Banchero. Fades. And another basket for Golden State.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Adebayo. Wells with it. And the dunk by Wells.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Back to Nembhard. Golden State moving the ball around. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Shoots the 3. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for Dallas. Williams with the steal. On the wing, Bane. Good on the triple. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Tipped away. 1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Over in the corner, Banchero. It's stolen by Adebayo. And there's the call on Mark Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Done outside. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really...
With me